Hey, what's good? This is Ali Hoostar 365, and welcome to Respect the Game Podcast, episode 224. Let's get it. Hey, this track right here on this week's podcast is from an artist. Her name is Heavy O. Hevo from Texas.
Nah, I can't let none of that slide. Yeah, y'all should've known I've been changed.
She go hard too.
Hey, young and I'm wildin'. Bossed up and got me a check. Stood on these rap bitches' neck. I make it look easy. I'm stepping on who didn't believe me. I put that shit on the set. Ballin' like Kobe. Ain't none of you bitches can hold me. Up it if you try to hold me. Drake in my lap like I'm sliding with Ovi. P22's got the whip falling slowly. I'm so elite and these bitches be pressed they dissing, but won't say that shit with they chest. Bitch, all of this drip on me got me hotter than summer. I fucked up some commas. Bitch, I bring the smoke like a hippie. I roll up a nugget that's thicker than Nicky. Bitch, how in the fuck you a P? You in love with these bum ass niggas with BBs. Bitch, big ass booty, real thick and them thighs too pretty. I'm busting this natural beauty. Thought I was crippling the way I was grooving. Surrounded by groupies, I put them on duty. I'm pouring act in a smoothie. Red bottoms on me, but get on my neck looking ruby. Y'all must have thought I was weak, baby. Ain't shit sweet, but them niggas you hanging with fruity. You mad? I am not bothered. They just intimidated cause I'm harder. Flow just like water, I slaughter they daughters regardless. I ain't just no regular artist. Ayy, I rockin' Chloe if you wanna take notes. Pure diamonds on me look holy. Reach and turn a nigga into a ghost. Forgive me, father, but they doing the most. I made a change, so I'm on a new level. Jumped off the porch and I had to be clever. Stuck to the script and we hustled together. I only had 25 up on the dresser. Pray to the Lord and he led me by faith. I'm a soldier forever, and walk with the devil. Signed to my angels, I'm good. Tap in, then I go preach in the hood. Amen.
Take the power back. Take the power back.
Yes, sir. That was Hevo. I believe she's from either Houston or Dallas, Texas. But go follow her right now. She's dope. She got motion. I've been following for a minute. Well, anyway, respect to the game. Welcome to Respect the Game, the podcast. This is episode 224. I'm Ali Hoostar 365. And in today's podcast, man, we're going to talk about general topics of what happened this weekend. You know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what is really going on and why is a certain agenda being pushed when we have so much more important things to tackle in this country we call America, the greatest country in the world. All right, so real quick, how was your weekend? Memorial Day weekend. A lot was going on. This weekend, extreme violence and nonsense, mass shootings. A lot was going on. Like, do we hate each other? Do we hate each other that much where we can't even go to the beach now? Now I'm scared to take my kids to the beach. Or to the mall. Or anywhere. Where there's a lot of people. Definitely no music festivals, nothing like that. Unless my artist is performing or they have me hosting or something where I'm on the stage. So if shit break out, I can just run behind the stage. But to be sitting ducks in the audience, nah, that ain't gonna happen, dog. Like, what is it? What's going on? What is happening? I kind of got an idea what's happening because I've been saying it was going to happen. This is why the CDC gave us a warning on their website. It's still there. The apocalypse warning. It's been on their website for 2 years now. Because they knew that juice that the people put into their bodies was going to be, the outcome was going to be, the adverse reaction. It hasn't happened to a lot of people, but those nanoparticles is traveling to the brain. And it's making people act extremely violent. and doing things that they would never have done before. Like this lady, she just drove her car into this house. Somebody's house, right into their driveway, back and forth, back and forth. Then she went all the way in again and crashed to the wall. Then she took a lighter, lit up her weed, right, a blunt, and then she took paper in the car and lit it up, and then sat it on her passenger seat. And everybody went to like, yo, you gotta get out the car. So they should just bust her window, but they didn't bust her window. And the seat caught on fire. Then her car caught on fire. She caught on fire, and the house, it was a duplex, side by side, like townhomes, and they all burned down. Nobody gave a fuck to, break the window, to go help her, like pull her out. Obviously, she was suffering from mental illness. Something was going on. She was dealing with a crisis that would make her want to do something like that. But it's been happening all over the country and all over the world. Look at what happened with the mass shootings this weekend. People going to the beach, can't even go to the beach now. Somebody just started randomly shooting at people on the beach in Florida. It was mass shootings. It was like 6 mass shootings this weekend. You know what I did this weekend? I don't celebrate holidays anyway, so I stay home and I work. And then when I did go outside, I went with my table, my tent, and my merch. I ran into a wrestling event. It was in Camden, New Jersey, and they had it outside on Monifere Avenue. So I stopped and started talking to the guy, and then the promoter of the event, he recognized me from being, on social media. He said, yeah. I sent you emails, and I've been trying to get in contact with you to have you come to my events, man. We be going everywhere. So, oh shit, all right, well now I know. I'll pull up. And it was a great event, man. Shout out to Epic Wrestling Association from South Jersey. They put on a great event for the community. Kids showed up, their families showed up, no violence, no fighting. Even the drunks came, and the Jays and the Geedies, whatever y'all call them. But I seen this one brother that I know, that I play ball with, and he Muslim, and, may God forgive me, not to be trying to talk about him, but may God, get him out of that, man. I was shocked to see him, but I still, showed him love and shook his hand. And I should have given him a t-shirt. I don't know. I was so distracted because I had to keep watching my shit. Because like I said, there was a lot of people around, and they kept trying to wait until I slip or slack so they could steal my shit. But I gave a couple people my, t-shirts and hats and stuff like that, show love. But yeah, so it was a really goofy ass weekend with the mass shooting. It's corny. Why don't we hate each other so much? I don't understand it, bro. We're all in the same boat, man, in the same fight, man, on survival mode. Working on our next meal or paying off our next bill and trying to stay composed and just chill. Because life and death is real. Damn, that was bars. So that's how my weekend went. Yesterday I stayed home, cleaned up, and reflected on this past weekend, and sat there and watched the Game 7, the Boston and Miami Heat game. What a piece of shit game that was. Trash basketball at its finest. It's like going to the YMCA or the fucking PAL or the AAU gym and watch kids run up and down just running, gunning. No structure, no offensive sets, no nothing. Just Boston was missing their threes and they kept shooting them. Like John Starks in Game 7 in 94. Like, what the fuck? And they wonder why they lost. Crazy. Absolutely crazy, bro. Just jacking them up. Tatum got hurt in the first play of the game, sprained his ankle. That was it. I knew it was game. And it was a wrap, bro. They out of there. Now we gotta watch a boring ass finals.